question number 1, how many valence electrons are in the O2 minus ion? First things first, valence electron refers to the electrons in the outermost shell. When you learned about the model of the atom, the structure that you learned was called the Bohr model. Okay, so the Bohr model is the idea that there's a nucleus in the middle, and then you have your energy levels surrounding it, and then the electrons orbit around the orbit around the nucleus, yeah? That's the basic structure of the atom. And when we learned it in module 1, that's actually not the correct structure of the atom. Okay, so the Bohr model is what we use because it's really easy to visualize the energy levels. It's really easy to say, this is energy level number 1, and this is energy level number 2. So we like the Bohr model because it helps us understand that and understand the idea of shells and adding on extra shells of electrons. However, that's not the actual model of the electron, okay? The actual model of the atom and the electrons around it is described using the Schrodinger model. And what the Schrodinger model told you is that electrons don't actually orbit around the nucleus. The electrons actually exist in sort of packs around the nucleus, which basically means this is your nucleus, and then there might be a ball of electrons here, there might be a ball of electrons here, or the electrons might actually be shaped like this. Okay, so these areas of electron density are called orbitals. Yeah, so remember, this one here is the simplified model of the atom that we like to use because it's really easy to understand the energy levels. The actual model of the atom that we now know of because of research and science is the Schrodinger model. So the Schrodinger model, instead of saying that electrons orbit around the nucleus, says that electrons exist in orbitals that have certain shapes. So if it's a circle shape, that's your s orbital. If you remember, this like balloon looking shape is your p orbital. And you also have your d orbital and your f orbital as well, okay? So in terms of outermost shells, this one's the easiest one to look at, but this one's the more accurate one. This is the way we like to think about it because it's easy to remember. This one is what it actually looks like, okay? So when the question asks you how many valence electrons are in the O2 minus ion, you're being asked how many electrons are in the outermost shell.